So today I thought I'd show you something interesting, which is what I've called the impossible shot. And a lot of people, when I show them this shot, they think that it's not even possible to pot the black from this position. So I'm going to show you that in a second, but first of all, we see that sometimes Mark Williams does this quite a lot in tournaments. If he wins the toss on a respotted break, he will actually put the white ball either on the green or the yellow spot and try and cut the black in from the green and the yellow spot. Now that's a very tricky shot. The potting angle on the black is very, very thin, so it's difficult to get that thin contact and pot the black ball, but it is possible as long as you get that black really thin. Now the shot I'm going to show you here, when I actually show people this shot, they think it's literally impossible and there's no way it can be done. So what I'm going to do in this one is place the black behind the black spot, so in a direct line with all the coloured spots up the centre line of the table, so in a direct line. The black is tight on the cushion and the white ball is going onto the yellow spot. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to pot that black into the right hand side pocket. So I'm going to cut the black back into the pocket. Now when you show people this shot, it looks absolutely impossible. It doesn't look like it'd be possible to pot the black from that position. So the way this shot works is I'm going to play the shot with extreme right hand side. And what that's going to do, it's going to mean that when the white comes down the table, I'm essentially playing to miss the black by a tiny, tiny fraction on the way down. And then when the white hits the cushion, it will have extreme right hand side on and flick the black as it comes back up the table, resulting in a nice thin contact on the black and the black going into the pocket. Seems impossible, obviously takes a few tries. You can't do this in 1 or 2 attempts. So I had a little play around with this shot and then I finally managed to get the shot successful, so I've got it on camera. So you can have a look at that shot. Just a good bit of fun here, call it the impossible cut on the black. Okay, so you can see here that if I just pause the video, what I'm actually doing here is I'm lining up to pot this black and I'm actually pretty much aiming to hit the black full in the face, because the amount of right hand side I've got on the white is going to mean that the white will be pushed over to the left and it won't have any time to swerve because of the pace that I'm going to play it. Obviously I've got to hit this shot very, very hard because I need enough pace on the white so that when it gets that very thin contact on the black has got enough pace left on so that it reaches and goes into the pocket. So I'm pretty much aiming to hit the black full in the face, knowing that all of that right hand side will push the white to the left and I'll miss the black just fractionally on the way down. So I'm going just a little bit below centre, extreme right hand side, and then I'm playing the shot very, very firmly. So if we watch this one here, you'll see that, as I say, looks like this shot would be impossible. And you can see there that I've got that lovely thin contact on the black. Very, very difficult shot to get right, but it does look impressive when you get it right, because it just doesn't seem like that would be possible. So if we just have one more look at this in slow motion, and it was actually interesting when I was editing this video, that I actually think as the white comes down, it gets a tiny, tiny flick on the black, and then it hits the cushion, and then because of all that right hand side, it actually hits the black again for a second time, cutting it into the pocket. So I actually think on the way down it did get a tiny flick on that black. So like I say, good bit of fun there. Just interesting to show you that there are some shots that you would think are absolutely impossible and they're actually not. That shot's difficult because you're playing with a lot of side spin. You're having to allow for hitting it very, very hard. You've got to judge for that deflection of the white being thrown out because you're playing extreme right hand side, and then obviously you've got to get the contact on the black absolutely perfect. So it requires a lot of attempts there to get that shot exactly spot on, but it's just incredible that it is even possible. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. I'm also now doing videos on Instagram as well, so follow me at Barton Snooker on Instagram for more behind the scenes videos. I'm doing some things where I look at some shots that professionals play and some aggressive shots. I did a shot about Judd Trump on there the other day where I talk about him playing a nice shot when he won the Northern Ireland Open last week. So have a look at me on Instagram as well. If you like the video, remember to like it. Please subscribe to the channel. That helps me to just keep this content coming regularly. If anyone's interested in any one-to-one personal coaching, visit my website www.bartonsnooker.co.uk. And as always, thanks a lot for watching. See you in the next one. Cheers.